It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And we'll get a look here at Derrick Henry. He was terrific a week ago, almost getting...
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So a new face at quarterback for the Titans in 2023. It's the 24-year-old rookie out of Kentucky, Charles, Will Levis.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down, Titans, gain of 12. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves him in 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Buccaneers ready to go on offense with a new man at the helm here for 2023 in his 6th season now in the NFL, Baker Mayfield.
The former #1 overall pick has had his ups and downs in recent seasons, but he finished strong last year and inherits a really good offense in Tampa that should set him up for success.
They start the drive with White. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to get.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. And I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, Mayfield. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. You talk about this Titan defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
A first down throw from Mayfield. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good gain again. That's now 41 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a give up the middle. This is White. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
They stay on the ground with White. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees him.
And he's into the end zone for the Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad White with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are on the board first here this afternoon. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end and come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. Are back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
2nd and 10. Levis sets up to throw here. Oh, and that is incomplete. Looking for Traylon Burks that time. And it's 3rd down. Look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
If I play quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play-action sack. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. First down, here's White. Shoves him aside. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. This defense for the Titans, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. throwing. Mayfield. Evans has it left side. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
Second down, Mayfield. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
White. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. White. Diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter. He's got both of them.
They're certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now Levis. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They were able to defeat Houston last week. They lead things here as well as they try to make it 2 victories in a row. Following the interception, Mayfield. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. This one taken in by Otten. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle with White. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. The Buccaneers at 3-5, 2 games under 500. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They'll run for it. This is White. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short the line to gain. The Bucs try it on 4th down to come up empty. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on fourth down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Off the option, here's Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. He's on his way. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They did nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Nick Folk for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 49-yard line.
On a handoff, it's White. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. He had the touchdown last drive, now up over 1,300 yards on the season, and still plenty of time in this game for him to keep those numbers climbing.
And I like the fact that it's a number that you're not worried about protecting. Because if you're trying to get around, if you're trying to get over 1,000 yards, you get a little nervous, right? At this point of the season, you have a few losses, now you're back below 1,000. Here, you're just trying to climb a big-time total even higher.
92 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Henry again on second down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Levis back to throw. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Levis's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A well-executed 22-yard gain. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Levis now on 1st and 10. They set up the screen for Henry. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. They'll throw it again with Levis. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. He caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a lip.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Vita Vea, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Levis to throw it. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. Folk's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Mayfield. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No, a little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10.
It was a solid first half for the running back, Rachaad White. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10. At their own 27. They'll start here with a handoff to White. Brought down on the play by Amani Hooker.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Mayfield's throw going to be into the hands of Evans here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now Mayfield. Now meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Mayfield now from the 50. And he is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And again, it's Mayfield. Quick throw, finding Mike Evans. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. White running to the left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Here's White. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Mayfield to throw it. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Mayfield toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Fourth down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now Levis. That's complete downfield to Okonkwo. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time.
And the Titans first down.
Levis now off of play action. To the sideline and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Levis. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On now is the Titans punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Well, Rachaad White and the rest of this Tampa Bay offense going back to work now. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Going quickly out wide to Moore. He gets away from one. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Mayfield off the play fake. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the handoff, this is White. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Now a give to White, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. We've seen that before. Jeffrey Simmons making a stop behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They keep it on the ground. White again. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was Rashad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. Chris Moore returning it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Back to throw, it's Levis. They'll set up the screen for Spears. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Levis looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is fielded at the 27. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Offense heading back out, and with them comes Rashad White. And you'd have to figure, he got the ball quite a bit last drive. You see the numbers, that now they're looking to chew some clock. He's going to get it even more here.
I would think so, because they have momentum going in their direction. They moved the ball that way on their last drive, and you know they're trying to lock this game down. But also, don't be surprised if they mix in a few passes along the way as well, so they can't just totally key on him on this drive.
Interesting. We'll see if that happens. Either way, looking to hold this lead. Let's see if they can do it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down. But normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the give, it's White. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the Titans.
To throw, Mayfield. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Here's White. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Tennessee offense set to go again. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. That's caught. It's Chris Moore. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Levis back to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. Levis. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 27-yard line. Running from the gun with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. On for the extra point is Folk. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. A drive that time of 6 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Mayfield now. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, It helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And that is how you do it, my friends. This will be spotted out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And they work this out past the 25. 158 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Levis sets up to throw here. He finds Hopkins complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Levis to throw it. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Back to throw again. And his throw is incomplete. Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Levis, he'll look to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. Here's Levis. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. This is 1st and 10. Levis to throw. Hopkins making the catch. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now 1st and goal. Levis. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Levis. Eluding the pressure. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
Folk connects on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing now. Here's Levis. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like
He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it